there, I'm Joan Ashcroft from Ashcroft Medical English. I'm a former UK doctor and premium OET preparation partner, and I'm here today to help you with OET speaking. So, first question. In OET speaking, during the role play, are you communicating or just talking? These two are different. So today we're going to talk about the difference between these two and how to get top marks while information giving. Okay, so if you want to truly communicate when you're giving information, you'll need to do something called chunking and checking. This is the key to true communication. So what is it exactly? Well, it's simply breaking down the information that you give and remembering to check back in with your patient before moving on. So you will check back in with your patient by asking them a question before you continue. If you do this, you'll have a two-way conversation and true communication, and you'll avoid the sensation that you're giving the patient a lecture. So what questions can you ask? Here are a few examples on the screen here. The first one being a good option if you want to check if your patient understands what you've just explained. Perhaps it's been a little complicated. You can see other examples after that on the screen here. For example, the second example is useful if you want to check in with your patient about any worries they might have about what you've explained. The third example that you can see is a good option if you've suggested a treatment plan, for example, and you want to know how they feel about what you've suggested. And the last example is useful to make sure that all the patient's questions have been answered and that there is not any outstanding information that they need. It invites them to be part of the conversation. Okay, so in summary, the goal is to communicate, not just talk. So don't forget, during the information giving section of the role play, you might be feeling nervous, under time pressure, etc. But remember to pause enough for them to be able to ask a question if they want to. You encourage your patient to ask questions, like the examples I provided earlier, and make sure you keep the conversation two-way.